Today I'm going to show you how to do satin stitch. I've got 2 strands of embroidery thread in my needle and a knot at the end of the thread. I could have marked out 2 parallel lines on my fabric with an embroidery pen that washes out, or I could have used pencil, but I'm using a striped fabric, so I'm going to actually use that for my marker. Satin stitch is a filling stitch. It's quite important that you don't make your stitches too long for satin stitch, so I'm just going to plan to stitch across 2 stripes on my striped fabric. So I'll draw my thread through till I feel the knot at the back, and I'm just going to go straight across like that. My second stitch is going to come in immediately underneath the first one. So there's the first stitch. The second one needs to go in and lie right underneath it. Here comes the third one. Now this looks like a deceptively easy stitch because you're just stitching straight stitches all the time, but it's not, because some things to watch out for are that if you're creating a rectangle of stitches like I am here, the edges have got to be really good. You need to start and stop in the right place each time. You've got to set the stitches right next to each other. It's really important that you don't make your stitches too long, and it's also important that you don't pull the stitches up too tightly. They really need to lie flat. But an area of well stitched satin stitch gives a nice amount of texture to your embroidery. So there's a small block of satin stitch. Now I've also got one that I did earlier, which is a petal shape, and I've done it in exactly the same way, but you can see that I've done small stitches at the beginning, increased the length of the stitches in the center, and then narrowed them down again to create that shape. So that is satin stitch.